Oh, I forgot my ping tuber. But here we are once again. And today, I have a very special guest, whose name's Roxy Miguel. There. There he is.
Me. I'll
And
try to do it quickly.
there's the ping tuber. We could work on a guts ping tuber for you today. I don't know if I could have two, though. Can I open another one? I can open another one. I can open two. We'll work on that off stream. So my Discord's up right now. It's not really what I want up. There's GameMaker. Let's go. Uh-oh. I'm dropping frames. I hope my dad's not uploading images. Oh. We're back to full frameage. Fingers crossed. If it drops out, I might have to come back later. Alright, so this is the Fred and Ferd stream, and we've been working on the fashion show. But we've gotten the fashion show to a pretty good spot, and so now I'm working on a forked version called Cheer for Gear, which is going to be a Dress to Impress clone, as close as I can. Something that's like Dress to Impress from Roblox. What is Dress to Impress? Well, you get a theme, like Halloween, and then you spend 2 minutes dressing up, and then everybody gets to walk down the catwalk. And then everybody votes in real time, and there's a first, second, and a third. You get rewarded upon your placement, and it loops. That's the loop. So, yesterday I was working on this, and I was trying to put together some memory for the experience. I call it an array. An array of models. And I was really hoping that on player exit would send a player message back into that person's variables to take them out of memory. But that doesn't work. So what I'm thinking I have to do, so on player exit, you can see here that on this board, I set it up so on player joins, we send the message on player join, and on player exit, we send the message on player exit. But this message didn't quite work the way I hoped it would. Roxy hopped on last night and helped me test it out. And it didn't go back and clear out the array. So, what am I going to do? That means that I don't think that I can use like on player exit and give people the same array the whole time. I think I'm going to have to build the array every time a catwalk event starts. So like maybe people get 2 minutes, and then as you get teleported up there, or players have to walk through a door. Maybe players have to, like, instead of a group teleport, because I was thinking I'd teleport them as a group up to the top. Maybe instead of that, there's like a door you have to walk through. And so, basically, as that happens, you build the array. You build the little bit of memory that you need to process for the fashion show to work properly. We also tried to build some unique identifier logic. That wasn't quite working because oh, that's why. This is supposed to be model number. So on player join, this message works great, and it's a player needed message. So when a player joins, they're going to add 1 to our model's global variable, which is just a global integer that starts at 0. You add 1 to model's global, and then wait a second. This is supposed to be model's global. We'll add 1 to models global, and that's the new models global, and then we'll set the model number. So we'll take models global plus the model number. You could also set it to that, but I like to try to get a message out of it. But this is how I was going to build the array. I don't know if I really need to do that anymore. But your model number starts at 0. Your model number starts at 0, so if we just add whatever the model's global number is to your model number, then you'll get a unique number. Does that make sense, Roxy?
Not at all.
I know. So how do you build the array when it starts? Are we gonna keep this Hall of Fame section for Cheer for Gear, or should just be the door? Because I still want to have a VIP section. I want like a giant door that you walk into after the 2 minutes. Like it gets unlocked. We have a lock thing, right? It's like a door that we did for our
doors, I think.
What was the
door? What is the
I'm trying to think of the name of the last parkour thing we did in the volcano. We had like doors with locks that you had to unlock by collecting a certain amount of things.
Let me search in the workspace.
I'm trying to find those, but I can't find them. Just for now.
Wait. You know what I was thinking yesterday?
Tell me about it.
That the time flies.
Time does go too fast.
I remember that it was like yesterday that we made the Halloween game jam thing with the I don't know, the candy thing, the candy.
Mm-hmm.
Chupa chups.
Time does fly.
Volcano tomb door. Tomb door. And yeah, right now it's Halloween again.
I don't remember how
Wait,
this was set up, but whatever. We'll just use this for now. Is there an unlock for this? Just use these two. Yeah, because they're giant. So, I'd have to build some sort of thing like portal, build some sort of portal that people walk through that has a cooldown so only one person can go through at a time.
I'm back.
I don't know, hopefully it'll work. I'm not going to do it so only one person could do it at a time. It'll just be what happens. We'll test it out. And potentially I can make it a little more strict system as we test it out. But what I'm going to set up here is we're going to build the memory as people go through this. So what's going to happen after you go through this portal? Once it's unlocked, it'll change to like an unlock. Whatever's going to happen over here, I'm not sure. Placeholder. But you get teleported up here, and everybody's going to get teleported into this area right here with the judges' chairs. Like this. Everybody will get teleported right here into this position. And one at a time, you'll have to teleport people from this group down to the end of the catwalk so they can walk down the catwalk towards the judges for a certain amount of time. That'd be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever we set up. During that time, people right here are all going to have access to voting. And the system will take all those scores and average them.
Las que tú entregas y te dan vueltas, ¿sí? ¿No? Ajá, retornables. No es necesario.
And that's pretty much it. And then once it decides who's first, second, and third, everybody gets teleported back down to the bottom. We're going to have a first, second, and third podium down here somewhere. Maybe right in the middle would be a good spot, or like right here. That'd be a good spot right here. We'll have a first, second, and third podium. First, second, and third will get teleported, and everybody else will get teleported over here by Gary or something. And then it will loop, and you'll wipe the array, and it'll get started again once this unlocks again. Instead of doing it when people enter and leave the experience, because on-player exit isn't working, so the way I hoped it would. It's a lot of stuff. Also, I'm working on trying to get my bot fixed still. In real time. So let me try to fix this quick. Not quite there yet. So hopefully I get the bot working ASAP. I think it's working sometimes, most of the time, and then it's just like not working the way I think it is, so it takes a while to learn things. Like now I know what ephemeral messages on Discord are, you know?
Yeah.
Everything just takes time. So on stream yesterday, I went ahead and I started building the array in the rules, and off stream, I did it all the way up to 8 players. So we have that all done. Essentially, to play this game, you're going to have 2 to 8 people playing. It'd be pretty tough to play by yourself, but the 2 players wasn't working. In the drafts gallery, I don't know if it'll work on the live map, but we're not there yet to test that. And so we can still use this unique identifier here. I think this will work perfect. Everybody will get a unique number. Everybody has a unique number. That's an important thing for this.
I get that part.
Okay, so we have a unique number. So I sent model check out when we set up the unique number because I also wanted to set them up in an array at that time. But it's not going to work very good like that. So what I want to do is set up the model check. We can set up the model check when we're going into the portal. So let me go back to the unique identifier logic board, and we're going to get rid of this. So since I don't want to send a message here anymore, we don't necessarily need to use math, but it's doing the same thing. So now we have to build the logic that's going to tell us where model check comes from. Let's go ahead and create a new board that's in the logic room. And we'll call it like the loop timer. And then I'm going to need a time variable that is global. We'll call it the loop timer. So somewhere up here I've got this message about the first player. Do I do it in the admin HUD on player join? Okay, yeah, right here. So I have this message system set up on player join. It's going to check this global true false variable. And while it's false, it'll send first player join. So, and then it'll never be able to send it again, because this will be true from now on after the first player joins. So we can use this message, first player join.false. Do you just go right into when the game starts, do you just go right into announcing the theme and starting the 2 minute timer for dress up, right? That seems right, right? Just start the loop right as the first two people join. Boom, it announces your theme and it gives you starts counting down 2 minutes. So, first player join false starts a 120-second timer. Nothing stops the rule, and afterwards it says what kind of message am I going to use here? I don't know. Loop dot timer. How about timer dot loop dot 0? Ah, I just hurt my shoulder. So we'd also have to determine how many themes there are going to be, and program all that in. So there's 20 themes that I need to program in, like 20 logical rules. So on this we would have to pick the theme. So let's do something like that too, I guess. Whoops. Loop timer. Theme picker. Alright, just a second. Let me try to get this bot working again here. Quick. No. Not there yet. Okay, so let's create a global integer called the theme picker. And so we're going to start a 2 minute timer, and we're also going to roll a random number on the first player join. First player join false. So the first time somebody joins, we're going to take a variable, which is the theme picker. Let's just do can you give me 3 themes off the top of your head?
No.
You can't?
Forest robot.
Theme.check.
Robot, plants, and fire.
How about just more
What?
normal stuff? Like you'd actually dress up as.
Robot,
Just easier stuff.
kitchen,
Kitchen?
kitchen.
Like grill master?
Yeah.
Uh, so if it's, wait, maximum value of 3, roll a random number. Whoops, I'm doing this wrong. This needs to be a fixed value of 1. The result is the theme picker. There we go. So if it's equal to 1, then we'll go theme.1. Theme.3. So these are going to go ahead and trigger a banner, so because we have to let people know what the theme is. Also, probably just like we'll also write it down in a variable and display it the whole time. A global one called theme active. So if I want to change text value, I'm going to use edit text value. And I also want to do a banner like this. So we can go theme.1, theme.1. If theme.1 gets picked, then we're going to take our theme active text, and how about we go with like the themes we've used so far for now, like fantasy realms. And then for a banner for like 3 seconds. We're going to use the banner text I left in here. Or actually I don't have to, well yeah, because yeah, I'll just use the banner. I'll just say fantasy realms for now. Probably be better if I could just use this. Theme active. And go. Dress up like you are in, I don't know, what should I say? The theme of next fashion show. Something like that. And so we'll have to do these for 3 things. So we know theme 2. Which is cosmic horror, right?
Mhm.
And then we haven't announced theme 3 yet, so we can call that one kitchen themed. Robot.
Yeah.
Robot. So we can get started here, at least testing things. We have 3 options. If it's equal to 2, it says theme 2. If it's equal to 3, it says theme 3. And so I'm building this admin HUD. So let's just put it right here for now. We're gonna put theme active. Theme active. All right. So then, after the timer goes off, we're going to open the portal. So timer loop 0 is going to open the portal. What does that mean? So after we open the portal, how much time until the fashion show starts? How much time do we give people to walk through the door? What do you think? 20 seconds? Are you still there? Roxy, have I lost you? I may have lost Roxy.
No, you don't. Here. Hello.
Hello.
Here.
I hear you now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with me. Do you think
Oh,
20 seconds is good to get into the door?
I think that. Yeah.
So 20 seconds to get in the door, and then people start getting teleported onto the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Timer.loop.1. I'm not really sure what's going to happen at timer loop 1. Probably going to have to go start checking the array. But I think we're to a spot now where we can start building our memory. So essentially, I think I need a true false up here that can be global. And how about we call this the portal true false. There's only one portal in this game. It's to get in the game. So I'm going to call it portal because that's what I've been calling it. Portal true false. Let's say it starts as true because that's how I always do things. So it's true that you can't get in. Now, timer loop 0 would be the message that would open the portal. And you'd have 20 seconds to get in. Nobody would be able to get in afterwards because you would break the array, probably. Break the memory. So we're going to edit true false value. And when we get loop dot 0 portal, whoops. Yeah, the true false variable portal is going to be changed to false. And then when we get timer.loop.1, we'll put it back to true. So this part will start invisible. We'll call this portal.unlock. We'll grab the other one, and we'll put a tag on it called portal.lock. Just grab some logic. And so we're going to need a behavior called actor property switcher. And so this is just looking to do visibility stuff. I don't want to have collisions on these. Message required. So timer.loop.0 is going to make the unlocked one visible. And timer.loop.0 is going to make the portal.lock one invisible. Grab this actually. I think I can just keep using these. And so, no. I'd love to duplicate these. And then when we get timer.loop.1, we're going to go ahead and turn off the unlocked one. Timer.loop.1, then we're going to make the locked one visible again. Ouch. Okay, so I need one more logic asset here. And this is going to be a trigger volume. Make it a little smaller over here. And we'll make the enter message check portal. No exit message. We can broadcast it just to the rules. Check portal. Cool. So the actor property switchers are going to make these locks and these unlocks visible and invisible when I need them to be, so that you'll have a visual cue that you can go through the portal now. And also, I want to go ahead and keep an eye on my timer too. We have to rebuild the HUD, how it's going to be, but let's go ahead and add the timer in here. The loop timer. Keep an eye on portal true false. All right. So we're gonna check portal now, right, Roxy?
Mhm.
Do you have anything you want to chat about today?
What?
Do you have anything you would like to chat about today?
Nothing comes to my mind right now.
All right. Well, let me know if you have something.
I do have something, but I forgot.
Well, if it pops in your head,
But
just go ahead and
as
interrupt me.
usual.
I think I can
Oh,
hear myself.
what's your favorite cheese?
My favorite cheese? Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, I really like
I like
mozzarella.
mozzarella.
Jinx.
Me too.
How can you not like mozzarella? But just like, I
I
really
when
like cheddar,
really
pepper jack, Swiss. I mean, you can. There's. I do not like blue cheese. It's one of the main. I do not like blue cheese. I've never liked blue cheese. But otherwise, like, I don't think you can really go wrong with cheese. Blue cheese, though, that's disgusting. Cottage cheese, that's good.
when you were asking me about how many seconds we will wait for then to be on the portal, 20 seconds you say? I was making me like, well, I wasn't making me. I was just grabbing some salt crackers with mozzarella cheese.
Oh, nice. Cheddar goes really good with mozz. A little sprinkle and a little cheddar. Mmm.
Not like cheddar too much.
So now we're gonna use check portal and hit the portal true false to see if we can check model. Check model is going to build the array and also teleport you to the judges section. All right. That's what I'm going to do
Right.
right now. I just popped out here into the scene and gave it a quick save in case we have a crash. Roxy doesn't believe in
What if we
saving often, but I certainly do.
what if what if it crashed when you're trying to save? That's what I say.
I don't know. The theme picker, the loop timer, we can just keep building in here, I think. Or actually, we'll keep building in here for now. This one's getting a little complicated. I should have done it on the logic board. Let's just put it like right here for now. So what am I doing? I'm going to rules and I'm doing if else. And we're going to check portal. Was that trigger volume message we did down there? By the padlocks. And if we check the portal true false, then we can go check That wasn't the message. The message was model check. And if it's true, then we will say check portal dot true. And if we get a true, then let's go ahead and give the player a banner to tell them what's going on.
We'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be right here. Portal dot true. I'll give you a 2-second banner with the banner text that says wait for next fashion show. Something like that. Wait for the next fashion show. So check model will be a player message that should just go into the thing I built already over here and build out the array for me. On player exit is not going to work here, so let's just take that out so I don't forget about it. It's actually going to be a lot of work to get back around to this end part because I have to build the whole teleporting system to the catwalk and the voting system and all that stuff. So I'm not sure how we're going to quite get back there yet. But model check always starts at the first array and then it goes to the next one and it just goes that way. And I don't know how well that's going to work with a bunch of people rushing the door. Hopefully it works fast enough. Or we'll have to build some sort of system that slows it down. So let's go ahead and just use this teleporter. Just leave those there for now. Actually, just delete it. I don't need these, I don't think. Avatar teleportation. Model check.
Well, it seems that I have to cook
Oops.
today.
You have to what?
To make lunch.
You gonna be the cook?
Yeah. My mom is leaving.
Spawning point booth. Well, you're a pretty good cook, right?
Yeah, but I'm lazy. I am not patient at all. And if you're cooking, you need to have a lot of patience, right?
No, not really.
Why?
Why do you have to have patience?
Because, for example, for me to make a rice, I spend like 1 hour. What should I do in 1 hour? Just seeing the rice,
I
getting
think
cooked.
it's more of like a time management thing than being patient, you know? Cooking's more about managing your time properly so everything gets done at the same time.
Well, I guess you're right.
Um, so get into a pretty convoluted spot in the logic. So if we wait for 20 seconds for people to teleport up there, we could test it to this point, see if it's working. But after that 20 seconds, then the actual show would start. So, what could I do to check to see how many people? We could just like count the true falses, right? I could do like if else 0, if else 1, if else 2, and then it just continues to count while things are true, and then if it's false, it stops. So that way, I know how many people are participating for that particular show, right? So it would stop at like, because it starts at 0, 0, and it goes up. So if 2 people go in, then the array 2 true false would be false, and it would say that there's only 2 people in there. So then I could take that number. I would have to build another array. Because I want to call them back randomly. I guess I don't have to call them back randomly, right? I could just call them as the same way that they entered the door. If it works. What do you think? Should I build in a randomness, or should I just do it as they enter the door? Or I could do it like
They enter
backwards
the door.
as they entered the door.
The last one that enters the door.
It would be really easy to have like the last one that enters the door go first, or the first one that enters the door go first. It doesn't really matter. Or we could do random, which would I'd have to build another array, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but we can think about it. But I have a lot of logic left to do before we loop this whole process around, but let's go ahead and test it to what we have so far and see if it's working. I'll put it in the drafts gallery. Would you be able to hop in and test it with me?
Yeah. Let me enter.
I have to publish it. Don't forget to hit multiplayer.
You don't forget to hit multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Hiccups.
All right.
Alright, it's loading. Alright, I mean, and you're there too.
The loop timer. We got cosmic horror. I don't even. Well, we can put on. So this is the time you would take to dress up. Just use your gear. How do I look?
You look great.
So I was thinking backstage could be where you go and pick up all the gear that people have made for the shows. And you just have to have something to get backstage. I'm not really sure yet. NFT sensors start working. Or maybe it just doesn't work on ours because we have legacy. I don't know. $17. So, are you model number 1?
I'm model number 1.
And I am model number
Yeah.
2. Alright, it unlocked. Try to go in. So, I'm in array 1. On the left, it says model array 1. You can see I'm true. On the
I'm
bottom,
2.
your model array is 2.
Yeah.
You can see on the bottom how the array 0 integer stored my model number.
Uh-huh.
So I'm model.
Mine is 2.
What? You're in our model array 2.
Array 0 integers 2.
What? Oh, yeah, that's me. Because I'm in the array
Wait,
0 spot.
I will send you a capture screenshot. There you have.
Yeah, that's the same as mine.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. So that's building the array for us. And then after the fashion show part happens, then the array gets wiped clean. Instead of when people leave the map, you know? So it's just going to be something that happens after every fashion show. And the only trouble I see right now are people trying to get into the portal door at the same time and breaking the system. And I might have to build some sort of cooldown for the door to make sure only one person goes through at a time. But hopefully I don't have to do that and the system can keep up and build the array. Otherwise, I could see people getting like skipped over. I don't know. Goofy things could happen if two people get set up in the same array. Basically, I think. But so far, so good. It's working.
Yeah.
Can I slash respawn in here? So, tomorrow's Wednesday. Probably won't be streaming. Did you want to give an update on the fashion show at all? I've been giving updates
Wait.
like we have all the artists. We might be rethinking the date, but we're trying to
Yeah.
lock it down with all the artists. Originally, it's scheduled
So
for the
far,
31st, but a lot of people seem to have plans on the 31st, likely. So
yeah.
just trying to lock in the judges and stuff might prove difficult. So we might just have to change the date a little bit. Otherwise, we're working hard on it. I'm really not sure if we're going to have an extra show this week. Roxy hasn't been feeling the best, and um, I don't know. It might just help us save up some sand for more important things in the future. But we do owe you extra fun shows at some point. I just don't think that this particular week we'd have it planned out enough for it to be meaningful. But if that changes, I mean, I think we should have more time in like inviting people to it and stuff. I don't know. What do you think?
Mhm.
So yeah, I just don't really feel like we're ready to have an extra show this Friday. So we just have to plan something around that in the future. But otherwise, yeah, I'm super excited for our 4 artists. They're working on the cosmic horror gear sets, and it's gonna be, like Rexy said, time flies, and it's less than 2 weeks away.
Right.
Doesn't seem like there's anybody out there that I was to raid today, so this is gonna be where I sign off for the day. I really need to get this bot figured out, so that's what I'll be doing for a little bit here. And hopefully on Thursday, it'll all be working really good. But yeah, make sure you check out Bruno's stream tomorrow, Pickaxe Master. He's got his Master Liquidity Pool. Thanks for the follow, Roxy. He's got his Master Liquidity Pool working, and I'm sure he's going to talk all about it tomorrow, but it's really cool. It's already has volume and is generating fees, and it wasn't the easiest yesterday with the AWS outage. So once the internet starts working again properly, it'll be even better. All right, Roxy, anything you want to say before we head out?
See you, everybody.
Much love, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out, and I will see you on Thursday.